Okay, it's time for one question with the quarterback. We welcome on Los Angeles Chargers quarterback Chase Daniel. Legendary guy, legendary NFL player. We have one question from all of us. I'm going to let PFT go first, and then I'll do my one question.
I'm excited.
My one question is, do you think that you can continue to play until you're 45 years old?
Oh, God, no. I don't want to. Like, I've played 14 years right now, right? And it's been great. And I say play, right? I've only started a handful of games, got into some mop-up duty, but I don't know. I mean, do I possibly think I can to 45? I don't know. That's Brady's job. But for me, I don't want to. I want to do something else with my life eventually. I mean, it's a good gig, don't get me wrong, but I got 3 little kids. I want to watch them grow up. I want to see them grow up. I want to spend time with them. But I don't think the league wants me around that long anyway. People are already pissed off and mad at me. So
no,
I would disagree.
Yeah,
I can't ask a follow-up question, but I'm just as a statement, I would disagree. I would push back strongly on that.
Yeah, I'm gonna disagree too. And my follow-up question would be kind of similar to that. Would you say, obviously Tom Brady, 7 Super Bowls, Peyton Manning, all these records. But would you argue, and I would make this argument, but I want to know what your take is, that you actually have the greatest NFL career of all time with 178 pass completions and $42 million made?
Only 178? That's it?
I think it might be 178. I can't. 178. 178 and $42 million made. That's the greatest NFL career of all time. Care to comment?
Is that a question?
That's a question. That was a question. Yeah.
Look, guys, I've had a hell of a career. It's been known. Everyone wants to talk about the money. The money's awesome. My health is awesome. My brain is good. I feel young, spry. I'm only 36. But I wouldn't say it's the greatest career ever. I mean, you look at Tom Brady, right? Like the GOAT. Like, I don't care what he's doing this year. I don't care how quote unquote bad he's playing this year. He's the best to ever do it. And listen, it's so funny to me because every time that I'll like get some camera time in a game or go into the game, Twitter just goes nuts. And there's always a meme. There's always something that goes viral. And it's probably you two doing it one of the times. Like, hey, this pass attempts, this much money. Listen, the money's been good, but it doesn't necessarily define who I am. And look, listen, I don't take it for granted because it's been a really good career. I've played well, but I think I have just a really good agent. That's to be honest with you. Like, I feel like my agent should go down as a Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I would agree with that.
Yeah, and it's been good, and we'll still go maybe a year or 2 more, and then see what else goes into it. I might join you guys some more with some media stuff. But I want to stay in the game of football. But I've been really blessed, really lucky to have a good agent. Not even a really good career, just a good agent.
This isn't a question. This is just a follow up, real quick. Calculator math. Tom Brady's made $40,000 per completion. You've made $235,000 per completion.
Well, his completions are way better than Tom Brady's.
Yeah, that wasn't a question. That was just
way
quick
more
math.
expensive completions.
Yeah.
They're rare. Yeah. They're rare. It's like an NFT. Each one is a beautiful little snowflake.
Never. And I'm sure if you did the touchdowns per money made, it'd be even more.
Yes, we should start an NFT business that's literally just your highlights, pass completions, because there's only so many.
That with the highlight and let me go viral again because listen, I need to go viral. I need more followers. I only got like 130,000.
Okay. I would hate it if he did get into media after he retired and he became a podcaster and got paid 7 times as much as us and did 1 show a week.
21 Bored Apes per episode.
My gosh.
Billy.
Yeah, we got other guys in the room, so that's our
questions,
only. Yeah, go ahead, Billy.
We're done with the questions.
Hi, Chase. Billy here. Just wondering, what's your favorite thing to contribute to a quarterback room?
Ooh, good question.
Favorite thing to contribute? I've never been asked that question, Billy.
Good job, Billy.
I would say I'm actually, just so you guys know, like we're watching film. We're trying to get ready for the Falcons right now, and I decided, hey, I need to take 10 minutes because that's what Big Cat said was going to take this. So I'm up here talking to you guys. The favorite thing to contribute would probably be Do you guys like coffee at all? You coffee connoisseurs?
Huge coffee guy. Yep.
Okay. Have you heard of the Jura coffee machine before? A Jura.
No.
Jura. Okay. You need to check it out online. It's a little expensive, but it makes the best coffee that I've ever had in my entire life. I brought it when I was in 2017. I brought it to the attention of Drew Brees. He now has like 3 in his house because he's Drew Brees.
Yep.
And like 1 in every room. Brought it to Mitchell Trubisky in Chicago.
Yep.
He has 1 in his house, 1 at the facility in Pittsburgh, and I brought it to Justin and Easton here in LA, and now we have 1 in ours. So it's good because we drink we burn the midnight oil here a little bit. We work 60, 70 hours a week. And we like coffee, so that's probably mine.
That's
great.
That's a great answer. That's
very
my
smart.
favorite answer. Yeah.
It's got like they're like $2,000. I'm looking at it online.
But
That's everyone loves the guy that brings the really nice coffee machine.
Well, also
Yeah,
it's
the
not
guy.
$2,000. It's 1/200th of a completion.
it's a kneel down.
yeah. We can get that easy.
And it's
our-
all about the coffee beans too. You got to get the right coffee beans. You can't go cheap on the coffee beans if you go expensive on the coffee maker.
Okay, yeah, that's true. That's true. That's like the opposite of like buy a shitty bike and a good lock.
Exactly.
Yeah. Jake?
Yeah, hi Chase, Jake Marsh, part of my Take podcast. I want to know in how many seconds could you recite your NFL team career path?
Ooh.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna time you.
Washington,
All right.
New Orleans, KC, Philly for a year, back to New Orleans, Chicago, Detroit, LA.
7.67 seconds.
Nice.
Pretty good. That's elite.
Nice.
Pretty good. And
That
I was on
pretty
what,
good.
7 teams?
You've got that
Team
good
second?
brain. You were right.
Yeah. Max.
A lot of people don't realize that I was with Washington with Jim Zorn,
Yeah.
Jason Campbell, Todd Collins, the legend Todd Collins for a while.
Yeah, Todd Collins, great. I
Bears
think
legend too.
3-0
Yeah.
as a Washington football team.
Yes.
Legend.
All right, Max
Legend.
is our last question, then your question. So go ahead, Max. Oh, Memes, do you have a question?
Memes has one too.
Memes. Oh, we have. Yeah. So this is kind of our trick on the one question.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Max.
I'd just really like to know who's one quarterback that you would love to back up.
Yeah. Good question.
Honestly, I'm a huge fan of Josh Allen.
Yes.
Like, love his demeanor. Obviously, everyone knows what he does on the field. He's a baller. He's probably playing at one of the highest levels that we've seen in a long time. But I just think Josh, like, I know Case, right? So I know Case Keenum is back up now, and Case like says nothing but great things about him. It just seems really fun. It seems like they have a really good quarterback room.
Yeah.
I love that.
Agreed.
I also love the notion that maybe there's an awesome like backup quarterback group chat out there that I don't know about.
I need to start it. I need
Yeah.
to start it. There is not one because I know I would be in that one if there
yeah.
was one, but I'm not in it. So maybe I need to start it.
Yeah.
Like you, Matt Castle probably being there, Chaz Batch, right? Big Cat loves
Yep,
Chaz
I
Batch.
love
Hey,
Chaz
Chad
Batch.
Henne. Chad Henne's been
Henne.
around for a long time.
Yep.
Yep.
That's a fact.
Matt Moore.
Matt Moore. Yeah.
Matt
All right.
Moore, yeah.
Memes.
Love
Go
that.
ahead. Your question.
How much did the double doink suck?
Oh, Memes. That was mean. That was mean, Memes.
I really loved that team. And,
Yeah, same.
And like really, really did. Like thought we were like gonna go somewhere special. I think if we won, we were gonna go to LA maybe.
And we already
we
beaten
had
them.
already beaten golf.
Mhm.
Like got 4 turnovers from them. That one was tough because I was just so proud of how Mitch like fought through that game and then was able to lead us down on the 2-minute drive. And when you have a 40-something yard field, you think you're gonna make it. In the first doink, you're like, oh, it's going in because it didn't go straight back. We're like, yes. And it hit the second, and you're like, oh, damn. And then you're like, oh, well, did we really? It was just like, it was another experience. Like, it's just an outer body experience. Like, there's no shot we lost to this team.
Yeah.
But, oh, yeah. Thanks
yeah,
for
that
bringing it up.
sucked. Yeah.
Appreciate
yeah,
it.
that sucked a lot. Okay. Chase, your one question for us.
Okay, mostly for you, Big Cat. So, when Mizzou was playing Georgia.
Yep.
Right? And you and I were on the hook, possibly for a lot of money at the bar tab. What was the most expensive you would go? Like, what is the most amount of money you would be willing to spend without your wife just absolutely cutting your balls off?
So, it was quite a night. If for anyone who doesn't remember, I just happened to see Chase's tweet in the morning. He was like, "If Mizzou beats Georgia, drinks on me for a couple hours at what was the bar called? Harpo's." And we have a running joke on this show where whenever like charity or anything comes up that we're not actually going to do, we're like, "Oh, we would have doubled that. Like we would have doubled it. We would have matched." So I was like, "Yeah, I'll double it. That's fine." and then Mizzou goes on to almost beat Georgia. I did have a conversation with my wife before she went to sleep that night, and I was like, hey, just a heads up, got myself in a little situation here. And she's like, how bad? And I was like, it could be like $20,000. And she's like, thank God for her, because she's like, well, it's only money. Like, it's, we'll be okay. But like, she was a little upset that I had just tweeted that out and just been, because she was like, wait, Georgia and Mizzou, what's the connection? And I was like, there is none. I'm a fucking idiot. And so she knows how stupid I am. So it wasn't thankfully it wasn't surprising that I had got myself in a situation like that.
Your wife is a lot probably better at that than my wife, because when my wife's like not on Twitter, she's on Instagram, but she has a Twitter she follows. She thinks I tweet dumb stuff. She lets me know about it all the time. And when she learned about that, I get a phone call. Usually it's just a text. When I get a phone call from my wife, usually something's happened to my kid. I'm in trouble, right? And so she's like, you understand how much money that is going to be. You are an idiot. Stop tweeting dumb stuff. And I'm like, God, no.
Yeah, I think the reason I get more of a pass is she is married to someone who gambles a lot. So the bets happen constantly in my household. So it's a kind of an ebb and flow constantly of like, hey, okay, $20,000 for fucking Mizzou. I was like, it's getting a lot of traction. Like, people are really interested in this. So
when I tweeted that, right, like I was just thinking like, and then it just went by like everybody. I got like my phone blowing up, Mizzou's winning, and I'm just like in Houston in my hotel room, like you and I are texting the whole second half, like, how do you want to do this, man? Like, we're gonna be out money. Like, oh my God, like my phone's blowing up. Like, what are we gonna do?
It would have cost us a lot of money because because they were so close, I did the 2000 open bar and it went in like 10 minutes. So
quick. Quick. Yeah, it would have been way more than we thought.
I didn't know how big the bar was either. People were sending me pictures. They're like, this is Harpo's, bro.
So wait, were you at the end, like in your heart of hearts, were you rooting for Mizzou, or were you secretly hoping that they just get close?
Ask me that. You're asking me that. You're asking me that. You're asking me that.
Big Cat, were you like secret? I know that you're basically an alum of Mizzou.
Yeah. I played football
It's almost
there.
like you played there for a while. At the end of the game, were you like kind of hoping that they lost?
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question.
If somebody else wanted to chime in.
Anyone wants to chime in.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I love Mizzou. Like, I am like their biggest fan, but to be completely honest with you, I was hoping that they'd get really close and lose at the end, because I was not ready to spend that money. I mean, listen, I would have done it like easily, like no questions asked, and
I would have matched. I would have matched.
Yeah. And you would have helped. And John Anderson from ESPN was like bumping in, so it was like cutting third. But secretly, I was like, I don't know. Like, I hope they get close. If
we were at the game, I think it would have been a lot different, because then we could have partied with everyone. Yeah,
at the bar, on top of the bar, like that would have been cool.
Yeah, paying for everyone's bar tab to have a great night when I'm sitting on my couch is it's not the best. That's not the funnest.
No, not at all.
All right, well, Chase, thank you so much. We got to have you on for a real interview sometime. Good luck this week against the Falcons. And, we really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks, guys, for having me.
All right, thanks.
Good luck, man.